Welcome to Energy. I'm your host, Ty Joyce. On today's show, we'll talk about what's planned for this year's Fall Festival and Street Dance, along with some new additions to the Fall Fest Run. Erin from the Parks and Rec Department will join us to talk about 2 great ways you can enjoy the fall season. And for anyone interested in acting, the O'Fallon Theater Works Department is a great place to start. Learn how you can get involved on today's show. This and more coming up on Energy. Welcome back. First up on today's show is this month's Employee Spotlight, featuring Erin Cooper, Festival Assistant.
O'Fallon is a great city to live in. Part of what makes it so special is the numerous events that take place throughout the year. Everything from enjoying an evening listening to live music, to actively participating in events, to enjoying delicious treats. Putting these events together is a year-long process. A process that Festival Assistant Erin Cooper enjoys very much.
I help out with all the events going on in the parks, such as Heritage and Freedom Fest, Jammin', Fall Fest, the Food Truck Frenzies, Founders Day, and the Garden Expo. And another one is the Cabin Fever Days I'm highly involved in. There are some events that I get to plan myself and coordinate, such as the tree lighting ceremony, the Fall Fest Run, and the Pirate Treasure Hunt. So I get to assist with all the events, and I get to help bring new ideas to the table, and it's just a lot of fun just being able to provide something fun for all the citizens of the city.
Some of the bigger events Erin works on is the annual Heritage and Freedom Fest and the Fall Festival, which takes place the second weekend in October. This year's Fall Festival, Erin will be taking on a bigger role.
This year, we added a new 10K course, so what I got to do was go and map out 15 different potential courses, and then I get to sit down with the festival manager and the festival coordinator, and we decide what would be the best course for us to utilize.
Deciding on a career path was an easy decision for Erin, a decision that came to light during her college years.
I went to Missouri State University in Springfield. I was really involved in events on campus with the Student Activities Council. I graduated with a degree in entertainment management. I coordinated programs, nighttime programs. I did homecoming. I was part of the homecoming committee. I was just really involved with events, and that's kind of where I figured out that I had this passion. It was really all I really wanted to do.
Not many people can say that they like everything about their job, but Erin is a rare exception to that rule.
I really love the variety. It's always something different going on. Sometimes I'm outside, dressed down, working really hard. Other times I'm inside. I get to do all the social media for our department, and I really get to be involved in really getting the word out on our events. It's really just exciting to be a part of something that is free and fun for the O'Fallon residents. I would really love to make a career out of it. Working for the city has been the best experience I've had at a job so far, and I really enjoy all the people I work with. I really enjoy the environment. If I could stay here and coordinate events forever, I would.
Enjoy the fall season with a ride to remember and a night filled with treasure. Here's Erin with all the details.
One of our big fall traditions for the City of O'Fallon and the Parks Department are our Hayrides, and we hold those at Fort Zumwalt Park. It's a really nice historic park, beautiful setting. It's kind of a non-heavy traffic here. There's not a lot of sports activity, so it's what they call a passive park. It's perfect for a hayride. So we have hayrides, which basically include a tractor-pulled hayride around that beautiful park. Takes about a half hour, and then you've got about an hour or so sitting around a bonfire. So we actually start running those here September 6th, and we run all the way until November 9th. This is one of our activities that we've seen has been absolutely family oriented. We also have a lot of groups, church groups, Girl Scouts, even family reunions, so that it literally goes all ages. It's a perfect family activity. Another great event that we've got coming up this fall that's kind of geared towards the adults is our famous haunted park hunt. That takes place at Dames Park on Friday, October 17th this year, right at dusk, around 7 p.m. It's 21 and over, couples come dressed up. We have a scavenger hunt, we have games. There's, you bring your flashlight because there's things that are going to be hidden throughout the park. And there's beverages and food, and it's just a great time for everybody. Sign up for that fairly quickly as well, because we do have it's a limited number of spaces, and I'm going to need to know a final count by the first part of October. So if you are interested in doing something like that, and I've been out there, it is a great time. Give me a call, 636-474-8150, or shoot me an email. It's dgranas@o'fallon.mo.us. Again, make sure you do this early because it does fill up really quick. It's one of our more popular fall events.
Fall wouldn't be complete without a fall festival. Joining us now with all the details for this year's festival is Marcia Seymour and Erin Cooper.
In the past years, we've had our Fall Fest 5K, and we're actually adding a 10K this year for an added challenge. The 5K course is the same traditional course that we've had in the past years, but the 10K is completely brand new. It'll be heading up Main Street and then down Tom Ginnever and then Cool Springs and T.R. Hughes. It'll hit a lot of the main thoroughfares. This year we have the Scarecrow costume contest. In past years we've only had just a generic costume contest, but this year we're celebrating 30 years of the Fall Fest, and we're kind of going with a Scarecrow theme, so we would like all the runners to dress up like a scarecrow and have as many run down the street looking like scarecrows as possible. The Fall Fest 5K has been really popular in the past. We had over 340 runners last year. They really enjoy the t-shirts and all the goodies that they get from the race bags. And I think it's just a great course for runners. It's great for experienced runners, and it's also great for new runners. Our late registration goes until October 9th, and that would be $18 for the 5K and $23 for the 10K. And then race day registration would be $20 for the 5K and $25 for the 10K.
On Friday, October 10th, we're going to kick off the Fall Festival with a street dance on Civic Park Drive. This year's act is Trixie Delight. They're going to bring a great variety of rock and roll. They're very well known in the area, so we'll be anticipating a large crowd that evening. And if you've never been, it is a lot of fun. We'll have vendors selling, concessions, and there's some other vendors out there. I'm sure we'll have glow necklaces and things of that for the children. But the coolest part is the fact that Civic Park Drive will be closed to vehicles, and you can actually dance on the street. So it's a great family event, and we would just hope everyone would come out and enjoy the evening. This year we've really focused more on our regional artists and crafters. We have everything from pottery and floral pieces to unique one-of-a-kind repurposed furniture and jewelry. I mean, there's just a great variety, and it's a neat way to kick off your holiday shopping season. On the main stage, we are going to have 3 different acts. Starting off the day is Bobby Cage and his friends. He's a local musician that is a singer-songwriter, and he actually has been to Nashville and has released a couple of CDs, so he's a very good entertainer. In the middle of the afternoon, we have the original Boneheads. It's a trombone quartet, and they'll play a great variety of everything from Beatles to doo-wop and everything in between. And then wrapping up the day, we have Gary and Carol Bibb. They too are country artists, and they will be wrapping up the day with not only country originals but Texas swing. So great lineup of, musical entertainment on the main stage. We have the Magician coming out, and it's an interactive show with the children. The gentleman is dressed kind of in a cow costume. It's actually an educational program to talk about the benefits of milk and milk products. So there's everything from cheese juggling to milk chugging. The other show is called Swords and Roses Wild West Stunt Show. It is an all-female stunt show. They too are on the schedule for 2 shows that day. Another one of our side shows at the event is the Robinson Chainsaw Carving. They will have a show every hour and create a piece, and those pieces will be up for auction. One of the other shows that we have is XL Dance Team. Will be doing 2 performances near the log cabin area. As part of the celebration of the 30th anniversary of the Fall Festival, we are encouraging local businesses and organizations to participate in our Scarecrow decorating contest. There's details on the website where you can download an application, but there's a time frame to get your Scarecrow decorated, and then if you don't have a storefront, we will assign you a spot on Main Street to be a part of this really cool way to decorate our community. And we would encourage everyone to participate in one way or another.
Are you looking to test your acting skills? The O'Fallon Theater Works offers a perfect opportunity for all ages to take on the stage.
Are you asking me to marry up with you?
The O'Fallon Theater Works is a great place to take to the stage, no matter what your age. Young or old, there is something for everyone. Teaching the youngest thespians is Amy Galuzzi, who oversees the children's program.
Because there is. Not this stupid.
I love it. I love the kids. I love that kids are creative, that they're all different personalities, and it's a way of just having fun.
Taking acting classes offers many benefits for your children.
Once there was a gentleman frog.
Stop. It builds their self-esteem. I think that's a really important part of the program, that even if they don't want to act as a professional, when they have to do verbal reports or oral reports in school, it gives them confidence to do that. And they know with my program that it's okay to be different and okay to think the way that you think.
It's happening now!
The Children's Theater program is making room for new classes that will soon be added.
We're adding a vocal program, we're adding a dance program this year to the already existing acting program. So you learn confidence in the speaking, you learn how to sing a little better if you want to sign up for the singing classes. You learn about dance, and we start with the basics. So these are dance classes that help you learn to move on stage. What do you do with your feet? What do you do with your hands? What do you do with your body? And how you can move graciously across the stage.
Building self-esteem, confidence, learning the art of acting, singing, and dancing are just part of what your child will walk away with when they participate in the children's program.
These kids get really close, they make really good friends. Kids have a tremendous time.
The O'Fallon Theater Works is just as fun for adults as it is for kids. So much so that many have made it a hobby, like Roxanne Siggers, who started with the theater 13 years ago.
I feel like I'm on Ursula Oklahola's Wild Kingdom. Get over here and help me get this thing down.
We get a lot of people over and over again, and then new people on top of that, and I think they keep coming back because we have so much fun. You know, the rehearsals are a blast. The show times are nerve-wracking, but you get a chance to interact with your peers, or you're constantly meeting new people. It's a wonderful networking process.
It takes an effort to look like this.
Would you like to be a part of the O'Fallon Theater Works, but don't have the acting bug? There are plenty of other opportunities outside of acting.
We use volunteers to do acting, to do directing, making costumes. We take people that know how to build things. We take people that, we've got all these people that are so creative in crafts and stuff. We make our props, some of them, so if you're a creative person and don't necessarily want to be on the stage, there's a million things to do.
The O'Fallon Theater Works is gearing up for another production that you won't want to miss.
Well, that sure is an ugly dress she's got on. We just casted and had our first rehearsal, is the complete works of William Shakespeare, abridged, revised. So it's a comedy that I would encourage anyone to come see. It's hysterical. There's 5 characters in this troupe, and they have decided to put on all of Shakespeare's work in an hour and a half. The problem is they really don't know anything about Shakespeare. They don't know what they're doing. And if you know anything about Shakespeare, you will find that they don't know what the words mean, they don't know, and in an hour and a half, they're trying to get through everything. So that's pretty much how that runs. But it's very, very funny.
If you would like to find out more about the O'Fallon Theater Works, visit o'fallon.mo.us/parksandrec.
It's always sad to see summer end, but for our furry friends, it's time to rejoice. Here's a look at this year's Paws Dog Swim.
This year's Paws Swim was a howling good time, just as it is every year. At the end of each pool season, the Parks and Recreation Department opens up Alligators Creek for our 4-legged friends to take a swim. From the different pools to the dozens of furry companions, the fun was non-stop for man's best friend.
It's my dog's favorite thing of the year. He loves coming here. All he does is run. It's his 3rd or 4th time. He doesn't go in the swim part, which amazes me when the big dogs are actually out there swimming.
My favorite part is watching the dogs. This is better than YouTube, watching all these dogs play together. They have such a good time, and some of these dogs hardly ever get out to an event like this, so it's really enjoyable to watch them play and have so much fun.
Owners and dogs alike took solace in socializing with the happy people and animals around them. Owners loved seeing their dogs get a chance to swim, and the dogs gladly embraced the opportunity.
I just like to see all the dogs in the pool and running around. They always seem like they're having a good time, and the owners like to watch their dogs. You don't really get to see your dog swim very often, so it's really neat.
We enjoy it very much, the dogs enjoy it very much, and the owners love to take their dogs out.
Every year, this great event benefits the Missouri Alliance for Animal Legislation. This great organization sponsors multiple events around the area in their quest to create positive change for animals.
What we do is we assist in changing the laws in the state of Missouri to protect animals and to make the existing laws stronger to protect animals and make sure that animals are safe all throughout the entire state of Missouri.
The O'Fallon Parks and Recreation Department opens up the pool to our lovable dogs for one day each year. If you and your animal companions are fans of swimming, good times, and camaraderie, then be sure to check out the Paws Swim for yourself next year.
There's always something to do in O'Fallon. Here's a look at what's coming up with this week's calendar.
Calling all superheroes and princesses, you're invited to be our super royal guest. Spend a morning filled with royal games, magical crafts, enchanting stories, and enjoy a super snack. Advanced registration is required. No admission at the gate. This fun event will take place on Friday, October 31st from 9:30 to 11 a.m. at the Civic Annex in downtown O'Fallon. Attention girls ages 8 to 13, sign up for a volleyball clinic at the Renard Spirit Center. You'll learn the basics of volleyball, sharpen your skills, and have fun playing scrimmages in this 6-week clinic for beginners, starting on Tuesday, October 28th. There are 2 evening time slots for ages 8 to 10 and a later time slot for the 11 to 13-year-olds. Learn how to defend yourself with a self-defense class for ages 12 and up. Whatever your age, fitness level, or size, the techniques taught in this 5-week program will make you feel empowered, capable of defending and freeing yourself, and more aware of your surroundings. The techniques will be taught by a black belt self-defense instructor. Classes will begin on Saturday, October 18th. Let's learn how to go Disney. Considering a Disney vacation? Get expert insider information that can make your vacation magical. This free 1-hour program is led by a team of travel agents who specialize in knowing all there is to know about Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Line, Adventures by Disney, and Disney's newest edition, Alana, Hawaii. Attend this class for a chance to win a gift basket with Disney items and discounts on your next trip. This free program will take place at the Renaud Spirit Center on Monday, October 20th from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m.
That's all for today's show. Thanks for joining us. See you next time on Energy.